Hello, my name is Matthew. I'm from Rialto, California, and I would like to welcome all of you to The Difference. Now, this show and this narrative that I'm going to give you is going to be the difference between America first and America last. What I'm going to give you is basically, a lot of you probably voted for Biden because you wanted to get Trump out of office. You didn't know why you voted for Biden, but you knew that you should vote for Biden, even though you didn't know what he was running on, because actually he never even gave a platform on what he was running on. So I'm here to give you the platform. I'm going to give you 17 things, 17 steps. You can look them up yourself. You can fact check me. You can do what you want to do. You can say what you want to say. 17 things that Biden plans to do in his, I believe, first 100 days of office. We're going to get straight into it. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to go straight into it. Number one, stop border wall construction. So his number one thing that he wants to do is stop the border wall construction. I think President Donald Trump built, I want to say it was around 450 miles of border wall. Since that time that he built that, seizures and arrests at the border wall have went down. Now you have a President Biden, that's his name. Oh Lord. He wants to stop that. So automatically that's going to put Americans out of work. Automatically. If you understand what that means, then thumbs up this video. He wants to stop. He has already said that he's going to give 11 million people, 11 million illegal immigrants, a path to citizenship. Who does that affect? That affects the urban communities, quote unquote, the black communities. So he's signing into something that's going to take away black jobs. That's who you voted for. Have a good day. We're going to move on to number two. I'm not going to get all into in depth. Go ahead.
I thought the first thing he was doing was making sure he was getting 100 million vaccinations in his first 100 days.
Oh Lord, I'm sure that is somewhere within his realm where he wants to get 100 million vaccinations within what did you say?
In his first 100 days.
If that is part of his plan, and I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you to take the vaccination. I can't tell you not to take the vaccination. I can tell you this though, I'm not taking no vaccination. I wouldn't even have cared if Donald Trump got reelected. I still wasn't going to take the vaccination. So I don't care nothing about no vaccination. These people haven't even cured the flu. How can I even trust them to cure this? And this is supposedly more deadly than the flu. So you haven't cured the flu, but you have the cure for something that's more deadlier than the flu. Nah, I'm all right with that. You feel me? Is that okay, cousin? Is that...
Keep it going.
All right.
Okay, go. What's else on the list?
All right, now number 2 we have in the Muslim travel ban. This has been debunked. There was never a Muslim travel ban. The most populated countries with Muslims were not banned from this country. It was only countries who posed a national threat to us that were banned. And not to mention that that list was given by the Obama administration.
Touch that trackpad. Just touch it.
A lot of people don't even know that a lot of the countries that were put up on the Muslim travel ban were countries that Barack Hussein Obama, let's not forget his middle name, Barack Hussein Obama gave to Donald Trump that Trump just implemented. It wasn't something that Trump selected. These were things that were already select national security, probably, the Department of Homeland Security, so on and so forth. They had already selected these lands that these people cannot come to this land because they seem to mean America harm. And so Donald Trump said, okay, I'm going to implement this and we're not going to allow them over here. It wasn't even Trump's policy. He was actually carrying on something that Obama was going to do, but didn't have the time to do. So, and that's been debunked. The Muslim travel ban has been debunked plenty of times. If you don't believe it, do your own research. I'm not going to give you every single answer, okay? Number 3. Number 3. Rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement. So, step 1 was to end the border wall construction. That's going to eliminate jobs. Step 3 is to rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement. That's going to end jobs in America. Y'all aren't getting this. America is one of, when it comes to this climate change BS, America is one of the most, like in the world, we leave the least carbon footprint on the world. On top of that, when it comes to the Paris Climate Agreement, America was the one basically funding that. Other countries weren't paying into that. America was doing that. Our taxpayer dollars was funding that. And it meant nothing. We've been out of it for 4 years. Did anybody notice that we weren't in that agreement? Did anyone notice? Oh, did anyone notice that we weren't in the Paris Climate Agreement and now America has gone to hell because we're not in the Paris Climate Agreement? What a shame. Anyways, moving on. Number 4. Oh, here's another job ender. In the Keystone XL pipeline and revoke oil and gas. What? Let me close all this real quick. I gotta close something real quick. Oh, I'm so used to touch screens. There we go. Okay, what does it say? In the Keystone XL pipeline and revoke oil and gas development at national wildlife monuments. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with the XL Keystone pipeline, that's a pipeline that goes up from Canada all the way to the US, which supplies us oil, energy, so on and so forth. It makes us energy independent, which under Donald Trump's reign, America finally became energy independent. We didn't have to worry about Saudi Arabia or whoever these other people that own oil. We owned our own oil. We owned our own energy. As a matter of fact, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, we were actually starting to export oil and all that stuff to other countries. But now, Biden said he's gonna cut that off. He said, oh no, we gotta cut down, we gotta cut off the pipeline. Once again, putting thousands of people, putting thousands of Americans and Canadians, which, you know, whatever, but putting thousands of Americans out of work. Making us more dependent on foreign oil. You wonder why your gas, you wonder why your gas prices have been so low over the 4 years? Because we were energy independent. We didn't have to count on them. We had our own oil. But, you know, Biden said he's gonna cut that off. And I guarantee you, watch the gas prices go up. Because now we're gonna go back to exporting or importing oil and all these other things from other lands. So obviously, who's gonna pay the price? The American people. We're gonna have to pay the taxes on importing oil into this country. When we didn't have to almost damn near 4 years now, but that's your president. Let's see, what we gonna go with next? Oh, I love this one. Count non-citizens in the U.S. citizens in the U.S. census again. So they're going to count non-citizens in the U.S. citizens. In the U.S. census. It's the Census Bureau. It's the Census Bureau. If y'all watched The Wash, then y'all know why I said Bureau. You know what I'm saying? So, with all the troubles going on and everything going on, you know what? We've got to count the non-citizens in the U.S. Citizens Bureau. But what does that mean? Do you understand what that means? That means that now, us American citizens have to pay more taxes to people who aren't even citizens of this country. That's what that means. That's why they want to count them in. I mean, you know, with all the troubles going on in the world, I'm so glad that they brought the non-citizens back to the Census Bureau. I mean, where would my life be now? I don't know what I would have done. I mean, thank God. Non-citizens count. Okay, moving on. What do we have?
But in that situation, they just want to know how many people are here. So how do you not count them?
No.
Even if they're non-citizens.
Well, first of all, they want to know how many citizens of the United States are here. So that way, appropriate funds can be allocated to those that need it. But if we start counting non-citizen illegal aliens, don't at me.
No, at you, as a matter of fact.
Now we're appropriating funds to people who aren't my taxpayer dollars. Money I work hard for are given to people who don't deserve it. They're not even a citizen of this country. But you know, moving on. What's this? Is this a TikTok challenge or something? This must be a TikTok challenge. 100-day masking challenge. Is this some TikTok? I might be tripping or something.
Is that the mask mandate?
100 days masking challenge.
I guess that's the mask mandate.
A nationwide face mask and social distance mandate on federal buildings, lands and by federal employees and contractors. Now, I'm gonna show you the messed up thing with that. If y'all don't believe me. After all of this stuff that he said, this guy, Joe Biden, went to the Lincoln Memorial, you know, the little statue of Lincoln.
Don't say he didn't have a mask on.
On federal grounds. The Lincoln Memorial is on federal grounds.
Okay.
And he went there.
He didn't have one on.
He didn't have a mask on.
Well, he don't count.
He's breaking the law.
He don't count.
Oh, do as I say.
Not as I do.
Not as I do.
He don't need one.
Rules for thee.
Not for I.
Well, not for me. But he's the one
telling you,
setting the rules. Not to mention, I forget what station it was on. MSDNC, Crazy Nigga News, CNN. Some of y'all might call it CNN. I call it Crazy Nigga News. Now they're trying to explore whether you should wear 2 masks.
Double cup.
One mask isn't enough.
Alright. Well, obviously it's
Put
not.
on 2. Fuck it. Put on 5. Cause you motherfuckers, excuse my language, you know what? I don't even mean to cuss. I don't think I've cussed too much, but I'm sorry. I got a little bit emotional right there. But some of you are so much of followers that you will listen to that. You will say, oh, 2 masks? Okay. 3 masks? Okay. 4 masks? Okay. And then you pass out in the store of suffocation and wonder how it ever came to this.
Hey man, listen.
Massage.
You know, one mask obviously wasn't working. Cause I've been everywhere I go and I travel on airplanes, you have to have a mask on. When I go in the store, they don't even let me go in there and get a piece of candy unless I got a mask on. So if everyone's been wearing the mask, then it seemed like why are the numbers still going up and spiking and setting new records? So that one mask ain't working.
You know what? They
Maybe
need to start wearing gloves.
2 masks.
Because
3,
4,
8,
18.
When does it stop?
people don't wash their hands.
How long will they control you with fear? How long will they control you with fear? But moving on, okay, extend eviction and foreclosure moratoriums. So that pertains to that, like since the Chinese virus hit, people who have been